Welcome you back to Black Site tonight. We're going to talk about Joe Biden's campaign is a total disaster. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Joe Biden's campaign is a total disaster. You can call it a train wreck, but right now it seems like Joe Biden virtually has no chance of winning this election. Even Nate Silver said he has a 28% chance, and he said that's optimistic. That's letting the Democrat Party, the donors in Hollywood, to say, hey, it's time for him to step aside. But Joe Biden refuses to step aside because of Hunter and Jill Biden is standing by him, saying that he must carry on the torch for the Democrat Party, and he refuses to step aside. Let me tell you something. When you start seeing Congress people like Angie Craig, Lloyd Doggett, and Democrats starting to say that, hey, we can no longer support Joe Biden, he must step aside. When you get a large majority of your congressional Congress people in the Democrat Party basically saying he's going to drag the party down in 2024 if he stays on the ballot, and you're virtually guaranteeing President Trump a win, this is getting Democrats all across the country nervous. Trump is starting to compete in blue states like New Jersey, Virginia, New Mexico, Minnesota, and they feel if Joe Biden is in this race, it will not only lose the presidency, they will lose the Congress and the Senate. So now you got Hakeem Jeffries having a meeting with top Democrats tomorrow morning about the Biden campaign. We feel here that the Biden staff is extremely worried about where this campaign is going. And they're ready for him to step aside and maybe Kamala Harris step in and them pick a new vice presidential candidate. But right now, you can say nothing to Joe Biden. He's blaming everybody from CNN to Trump. He was exhausted. But right now, it doesn't make a difference because the Republican convention is coming up in 2 weeks, and President Trump is going to get another bump from that convention, and he might be upwards to 7 to 9 points behind Trump, trying to catch him to be reelected as president. If they can get someone new, even if it's Kamala Harris, a fresh face, somebody who actually can say some words. I don't know if Kamala can even do that, but it would give a fresher, younger look, and the Democrats will possibly have some hope. But right now, you have infighting within the Democrat Party. You have people like Fetterman saying he's supporting him. People like Jeffrey Katzenberger from Hollywood said he's supporting Joe Biden. Those people. And you have people from the outside like Angie. You even got James Carville. You got David Axelrod not supporting Joe Biden. Say, hey man, you got to step aside for the good of the party. But it seems like Joe Biden is not going to do it. So basically, the only thing they can do is take away his money. Can't run a campaign without money. And his big money donors, if they start holding back from the Democrat Party, somehow they will force him to go. I thought he would be done by the end of this weekend. But it seems like we got 24 more hours that he's staying in the race and doesn't care what you, I, or the Democrat Party has to say. But now that you have people speaking out against the president, you talking about people, you know how dangerous that is when you are in your own party and speak out against the president because he has all the levers of power. They must feel as though this man is extremely weak. that he can't do anything. And this is a bad look for Joe Biden. So they're trying to get him out of there before this convention, and they can basically run a parliamentary campaign, which is more or less like a 30 to 90 day campaign to try and defeat Trump. They feel as though that's the best possibility of them beating him in the end. But right now, it doesn't look good for the Democrats. They're fighting amongst each other. Joe Biden is the leader of the party. He says he's staying, but you got people out in the crowd saying he must go. And most Democrats feel as though he must go. And they are the ones who should be making the decision, the people within the party. But if he says he's not going, he has all the delegates, he controls the convention, he controls the DNC, he controls all the levers of power. So how do you get rid of him unless you force him out? And you can't force him out. This is a bad look for the Democrat Party. This seems like the Democrat Party is in mass confusion. And should a party like this be leading the country when the head of their country can't even give an interview to George Stephanopoulos, who is part of the Democrat Party, basically? And the interview was a softball interview, and he couldn't even do that interview correctly. So where does the Democrat Party go? Do they all stand up in unison and say we're not supporting our nominee? You know how that would look to the public? And Joe Biden is standing there all alone? They will have to make a decision. Those in power, those who have money, that this man isn't the right man to lead this party. But if Jill, Hunter, and Joe stand tall, there's nothing they can do about it. This is the corner that they put themselves in. They've been lying to the American people for the past 3 years about his mental health, about where he is when it comes to dementia. They lied to us, and with the media. And now it's time for election, and now they want to throw him straight over the boat. This is a bad look for the Democrat Party America and the American media, who lie not only to us but to the world about the condition of Joe Biden. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.